Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Welcome you into Game 2 here today of Region 2 and the elimination game here. The first one that we have on this beautiful Thursday afternoon. Game 1, it was Hillsborough Central Valley taking the win and making their way into the championship game. It was a 5-0 victory over the Thompson Tommies, which sets up another rematch. Same game I called yesterday. It was the Mayport CG Patriots taking on the Thompson Tommies. Mayport CG, again, will be the home team on the scoreboard. Thompson Tommies, the visitors. We should set up for another good matchup. It was a 5-2 victory for the Tommies yesterday, but early in the regular season, Mayport CG was the victors in both of those games. So the Tommies got their revenge in the playoffs. We'll see if Mayport CG can get their revenge here in this second round. Should be set up for a good matchup here. And again, winds are a little bit stronger than what we had yesterday. They are blowing in a little bit towards right field as well, towards home plate, also towards the right side of the field. So going to be tough to hit any home runs, especially out to left field. Right fielder might be a little bit busy here today. But we're going to take a quick break here on yourliveevent.com. We'll come back with an interview with the Mayport CG head coach, Alex Berry, in just a moment.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsborough, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank, strong communities.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsborough. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsborough. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey swatch, autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsborough.
If you can dream it up, we can make it a reality. Hello, this is Jonathan Olson with Greenworks Landscaping and Fencing. We can offer you a complete package when it comes to an external look to your property. Paver patios, outdoor kitchens, retaining walls, or fencing. We offer you all that and more. Our fences are built to last, so you have low maintenance beauty that not only improves the look, but also the value of your home. To show us your ideas or let us help you design your perfect outdoor sanctuary, check us out on the web at gworkslf.com.
At Heritage House in Halstead, you'll find spacious, beautifully updated apartments designed for your comfort. The elegant common areas are perfect for gathering with friends, enjoying engaging activities, and making new memories. With a focus on active senior living, you can be assured that every day is an opportunity for fulfillment and joy. To find out more, call 218-456-2105 for Heritage House in Halstead, or visit halsteadlivingcenter.com.
It's safe to say we have it pretty good in the Drayton, North Dakota area. Growing sugar beets, making sugar, bringing a little sweetness to the world. Every day, American Crystal Sugar produces sweet products people love in a place we love to call home. It's a thing we like to call the sweet life, and we're proud to share it with you. American Crystal Sugar's Drayton facility wants you to enjoy the events in the communities of our area. Here's to living the sweet life. American Crystal Sugar, Drayton.
Welcome you back into the pregame show. We'll get you those pregame Dakota Heritage Bank interviews, sharing our heritage, sharing our future, with locations in North Dakota and in Minnesota. DHB.bank. We only got one of them as we're kind of moving along quickly here. It's the Mayport CG head coach Alex Berry. Welcome you into the pregame show. Now joined with head coach of the Mayport CG Patriots, Alex Berry. And you dropped the first one against the Tommies yesterday, then you come back with a win, a big win, 11-1 over Nelson County Mid-Dakota. So what are maybe the spirits of the team right now?
I think they're in good spirits. We're ready to play and compete like we talked about. It's huge to be able to play in the playoffs, and any opportunity you have to play is a good one. So we're looking forward to things as we move into today.
And backs against the wall, as it stands right now, you'll play the Tommies again. So maybe what are you guys expecting with that matchup?
Expecting a competitive matchup no matter who we have. Looking forward to it like we said before. So I think we got to bring it. I'm sure they will too, and looking forward to seeing where we come out of it.
And you have Bricker Johnson on the mound today. What can we expect out of him?
Yeah, Bricker's been consistent for us on the mound. Looking to throw strikes, keep our defense active, stay in the zone, good tempo to the game, all those sorts of things.
And a little bit of wind yesterday, didn't play too much of a factor, but more wind here today, kind of blowing in.
Yep.
So kind of maybe what's the message to the outfielders out there?
Yeah, really a big thing is communication. Wind's pretty common for our spring sports here, so the guys are accustomed to it, just communicating with each other and trusting themselves and hustling after every ball, having all three outfielders hustle after every ball, and each side of the infield communicating with one another, so that would be huge.
All right, well, best of luck here today.
Thank you very much.
Getting those the pregame coach interview, I should say. Brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank. Again, sharing our future, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and in Minnesota. DHB.bank. They're getting the field ready as we're getting ready for game number 2 here today, an elimination game. Winner or loser goes home. Winner will take on Hillsborough Central Valley in game 3, which will be just after this one. We'll see who will take on those boroughs. When we come back, we'll take a quick break here on yourliveevent.com.
Imagine your life in Hillsborough, a place where neighbors know your name and opportunities are real. Here, you'll find affordable home lots and grants to help you build your future. In Hillsborough, safety, affordability, and community aren't just promises, they're our way of life. With a 24-hour fitness center, a strong school system, a trusted hospital, and a thriving business district, Hillsborough has everything you need to live well. Here, your family is our family, and your future shines bright. Discover Hillsborough, where small-town living means big opportunities. People often ask me, why are Hillsborough Central Valley athletes so successful? Have you seen our fitness center? The weightlifting doesn't stop with our athletics. At Hillsborough Public School, we strive to do difficult things all the time. We help struggling readers read. Our MTSS process makes sure all students are improving. Hillsborough students are challenged to do difficult tasks each day. Please come and check out our school. And if you need a place to exercise, check out our fitness center.
At Thompson Public Schools, their mission is to develop lifelong learners and responsible citizens. You can visit their website, tps-k12.org, for school announcements and calendars, lunch menus, weather announcements, athletic schedules, and more. Follow them on social media and share in Tommy Pride with student updates and events with Thompson Public Schools. Thompson Public Schools thanks all students, staff, parents, alumni, and community members for their continued support. Good luck to the Tommies. Learn more at tps-k12.org.
In agriculture, the one thing you can count on is uncertainty. What if the GPS short circuits in your tractor? Do you have equipment breakdown coverage? Nodak Insurance has been insuring farmers and ranchers for over 70 years, and we've come across about every scenario you can imagine. Hi, I'm Chris Moen, your agent with answers at Nodak Insurance Company. I know insurance, I know North Dakota, and I might even know you. Call me today for details on how we can protect your farming operation at 757-1613.
The World of Outlaws late models are coming to Norman County Raceway on June 30th, 2026. Infield seating, your chance to meet your favorite National Touring Series drivers, and much, much more.
Tickets are available now at ncraceway.com. Order yours today.
And we'll see you June 30th, 2026.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is accepting applications for a broadcast sales representative. Applicant should be self-motivated, organized, have ability to communicate clearly, and the desire to help our customer partners grow their business with customer service for their advertising and marketing needs. All experience levels are encouraged to apply. To apply, email your resume to apply@rjbroadcasting.com. R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is an equal opportunity employer.
Welcome you back into Scott Berry Field. Jacob Tenson alongside Joe Lancello. And let's get you those starting lineups brought to you by American Crystal Sugar. Live the sweet life, great careers, quality products, grower-owned, crystalsugar.com. We'll start first with the visitors on the scoreboard, and they have the same batting order that they've had throughout these now. This will be the third game in the last 2 days, so same order but different positions. So leading off will be Mac Michelson. He's in left field. And then Eli Gemmel will be batting second, playing short. Batting third will be the catcher Dex Ovdom. And on the mound today will be Caden Loyland batting fourth. Batting fifth will be the losing pitcher from the last matchup, Jeremy Tice, playing center. Batting sixth will be Gavin Oster, the third baseman. Batting seventh will be Joe Taylor, the second baseman. Batting eighth will be the DH, Jacob Olson, and he's DHing for the first baseman, Eli Schumacher. And then rounding up the lineup will be the 9-hitter in Grady Hurst, playing out in right field. Like I mentioned, Caden Loyland will be on the mound here today. And then now for the Mayport CG Patriots, leading off will be their pitcher, Bricker Johnson. Batting second will be the center fielder, Connor Doctor. Batting third will be the shortstop, Sawyer McGillis. Batting fourth will be the first baseman, Easton Hansen. Batting fifth will be the catcher, Alex Arsvold. Batting sixth will be the third baseman, Caden Hogfoss. Batting seventh will be the left fielder, Samuel Weaver. Batting eighth will be the right fielder, Case Judish. And rounding up the lineup will be the second baseman, Aiden Arsvold. Again, that's the same batting order that both teams have had throughout the couple games we've had here on your live event here at Scott Berry Field. So there's been a consistency there for them. So we'll see if one of those two lineups breaks the consistency here of what they've been having. It's been a lot of middle of the order for both teams, which you typically expect, that have been producing the runs for them early on in the matchup. Yesterday between these two teams, it was Mayport CG who struck first. They scored a run to start off right away in the first inning. Bricker Johnson got hit by a pitch and was brought in by Sawyer McGillis on an RBI double. And then the Tommies were able to score later on in the fourth inning. They got one run, tied it up. Mayport CG answered right back with a runner of their own to bring it back to a 2-1 lead. Then the Tommies, they caught fire. They scored 3 runs thanks to a 3 RBI double from Caden Loyland. That really opened it up, made it 4-2, and they weren't done scoring yet. They scored one more run off another RBI from Loyland, which made it 5-2, which was the final. Loyland had all 5 runs batted in for the Tommies. Didn't have as much success against Hillsborough Central Valley. I mean, nobody on the Tommies had any success. Only 1 hit allowed by the Burros. Just a great effort there from Hillsborough Central Valley, just putting out their dominant pitcher, and that's what you got to do when you want to move on to the championship. It was a fun one in that first one. Joe Lancello, welcome in here to the Dakota Heritage broadcast booth. And what did you like about that first game between the Thompson Tommies and the Hillsborough Central Valley Burros?
It was kind of a strange game because Chase Halfway, who had only walked 8 hitters in 29 innings going into today, he walked 3 in the first couple of innings and had 4 total for the day, but he did not allow any base hits until the 6th inning.
And only won the whole game to Dex Optum.
Mm-hmm. And also, Hillsborough Central Valley had some chances early to put this away when they got both of their first 2 runs on bases-loaded walks, and those innings ended with just 1 run in each frame with the bases still loaded.
Yeah, it definitely could have been a lot higher of a score than we had. It was a 5-0 game, so still a pretty dominant performance from Hillsborough Central Valley. But like you mentioned, there was 2 different innings where they had the bases loaded with either 0 or I think both situations it was 1 out and then 2 outs. And just unable to get more than just that 1 run in both of those innings.
And again, it shows the experience of the Hillsborough Central Valley batters. We've talked about that before. They're pretty patient at the plate, and I think they drew 7 walks in that first game.
Yeah, it was a little, and Jeremy Tice, he did have those bunch of walks, but he still was able to kind of buckle down when he needed to, which limited and gave his Tommies a chance. Unfortunately, those batches never got going for the Tommies.
And Hillsborough Central Valley never had any extra bases until their last 2 hits off Tice in the 6th inning when they added 3 more runs.
Yeah, and there was an important insurance run. Not that it ended up mattering because it was still just dominant performance there from Chase Halfley to close things down and come away with a complete game of 1-hit shutout. It'll be interesting to see if they go again with him. I don't think he reached his pitch limit. So we'll see if he goes again here in Game 3 later today. Again, winner of this game will take on those Burros. The Patriots looking for revenge from yesterday against these Tommies. The Tommies were defeated by the Mayport CG twice, though, in the regular season. They matched up on April 24th. It was an 11-6 victory for the Patriots. And then again on the last game of the season for both teams on May 12th. It was a 10-8 victory for Mayport CG, so that one a little bit closer. And then again, obviously, yesterday, the 5-2 victory for the Patriots. They're announcing the starting lineups right now. We're going to take a little break here, and we'll get you that first pitch when we come back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions today and beyond with the Drain Tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Take your softball or baseball skills to the next level with personalized instruction from the professional staff at the Ball Yard. Their mission is to provide area players, young and old, the opportunity to improve their skills in a professional level facility and to provide a high level of instruction to youth players to help them achieve their goals at the Ball Yard. Come and visit the one place in the Fargo-Moorhead area where it's always summer. For more information, go online to fmballyard.com. That's fmballyard.com.
Life moves fast, but your mind doesn't always have to. Practicing mindfulness, even for a minute, can help you stay calm and focused. Try noticing your breathing, paying attention to your surroundings, or taking a moment to reset before a test or a practice. Set goals that matter to you, celebrate small wins, and don't forget to take a break from screens. Your brain needs downtime just as much as your body does. Mental health isn't one big choice. It's a bunch of small ones you can make every day, and you're capable of all of them. Go Tommies!
Stop on out to Watson's Hardware in Castleton and gear up with name brands from Steel, Milwaukee, Ego, and Craftsman Power Tools. Get ahead of your spring planting needs with flowers, shrubs, and trees. Watson's Hardware Greenhouse is open now. Watson's Hardware, a place you need to check out. Stop in at 1610 Governor's Drive in Castleton for Watson's Hardware and check out their greenhouse, which is open right now.
Welcome you back into Scott Berry Field. Jacob Tenzin alongside Joe Lanzello, and it's a 65-degree day. Feels like 55 degrees with a 19 mile-per-hour winds coming out of the south with gusts of up to 24 miles per hour. As warming up on the mound is the sophomore Bricker Johnson. We'll see if he can shut down these Tommies hitters who have, you got to imagine, just coming off of a one-hit performance, they got to be feeling a little bit depleted and maybe not having the normal confidence that they maybe would have coming into a regular game.
But as the baseball cliche goes, you got to play it one game at a time.
That's very true. And with their backs against the walls, with this being an elimination game, I'm sure they don't want to go home. They want to defend their championships. They want to defend their Region 2 title, and they got to get back to the championship game, and they have to do that by beating the Mayport CG Patriots here first.
And the next game, which will be the championship game between Hillsborough Central Valley and the winner of this contest, will also be an elimination game.
For Hillsborough Central Valley, if they were to lose that second game, we would come back for the next game tomorrow. So technically not an elimination game for Hillsborough Central Valley, but if they were to beat whoever wins this game, then they would be the Region 2 champs, and we wouldn't have a game tomorrow.
If we do have a game tomorrow, it's a 4 o'clock start on yourliveevent.com.
I believe it'll be both of us back here tomorrow. We do have other games going on. I might be elsewhere, but it will be on yourliveevent.com. You'll get that game no matter what. So we're getting ready for the first pitch, brought to you by Norman County Raceway. Check the World of Outlaws late models on Tuesday, June 30th in Ada. Tickets now available at normancountyraceway.com. So Johnson getting ready. First pitch coming to Michelson. It's in there for a strike. Good start for the sophomore. Michelson, the left fielder. Sees next pitch, swung on and missed. Pounding that strike zone early. Michelson went 1 of 4 in their previous matchup. Next one in for a ball. Hogfoss was the pitcher for the Patriots in that one. Now playing third. Off speed, grounded to Hogfoss, but foul. So the 1-2 over again. Off speed is way behind the batter. Just kind of stood still there, just being like, is this going to hit me? I don't know.
And if I move, am I going to get in the way of it?
Right. Next pitch, that finds the strike zone. First batter is sat down with 3 strikes. Good start there for Bricker Johnson. It'll now bring up Eli Gemmel. First pitch to him. That one's high and outside, ball 1. Gemmel had a triple in the 7th inning again when these two met up yesterday. Now in there for a strike. Now 1-1. Got brought in by Loyland. Everybody got brought in by Loyland when these two matched up last time.
That was the bat, not him.
Yeah, if he doesn't move the hands there, I might have clipped his shoulder, but he liked it initially, but it wasn't a very enticing pitch. But 1-2 with a foul ball there. Here comes the pitch. And it's in the air and leaping catch there at first from Easton Hansen to get the second out.
Good footwork by Hansen there. Wasn't hit hard, but hung up there, and he was able to get to it. That's out number 2.
So Johnson sits down the first 2 he sees, and now will take on the lefty Dex Obdam. Got the lone hit in the last game. That one low. Was able to break up that no-hitter from the Burrows. Went right back up the middle, almost hit Heffley on the mound.
Mayport CG's defense kind of like a shift. You see the shortstop very close to second base, and the left fielder is in quite shallow.
And it's going to be another base hit. Ovdam just knows how to hit against these Patriots. He's 3 for 3 now against them. Went 2 for 2 in the last matchup, had 2 walks as well. Gets his first hit in this matchup.
Hit a line drive, doesn't really matter where the defenders are.
Now, if you hit it hard enough and right in between everybody, it's going to be a base hit no matter what. Throw over back to Obdam. In safely, doesn't have to slide. Loyland barely even got into the batter's box at that point. Loyland's on the mound today for the Tommies. Swings at the first pitch, grounded to third. Long reach for it, throw over. Not in time, a little bit wide left too. The throwing area, they were in a shift as well too there, so if the shortstop would have been in his normal position, could have been an easy play, but Hogfuss had to come over and make a long run to try and get that.
R.J. Anderson is going to run at first base, the courtesy runner.
With Loyland being the pitcher, you get that courtesy runner, so Anderson will run for him now with 2 outs. Runner in scoring position brings up Jeremy Tice, the center fielder. First pitch to him, catches the strike zone. Johnson was able to sit down the first 2, but then gives us a hit and then an error. He looks back at Obdam on second. Swung on, grounded. It's going to get by Johnson to shortstop. Throw over. In time, a great effort there from Hansen. The sprawl out and somehow catches it and stays on the base for the 3rd out of the inning. Sports Center top 10 perhaps. Good way to get out of the inning there with the runner in scoring position. It'll bring up the top of the order for the Tommies when we come back up for the bottom of the 1st. 1 hit, no runs coming across, error as well. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the 3-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
At Abra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks, they make sure your vehicle gets the best standard of care to get it back on the road as quickly as possible. Lonnie and his team are some of the most highly trained in the industry. With state-of-the-art technology and superior products, your vehicle will leave in great condition. With their drive-in claims area, the process is smooth and easy. Let Abra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks provide you and your vehicle with premium care and attention. Open 8 to 5:30 Monday through Friday. Abra Auto Body and Glass of Grand Forks.
It'll be the it'll be the lefty Loyland on the mound. The first lefty that we've seen, well, I guess the second lefty we've seen in the last 2 days. Nelson County Minn-Kota had Black on the mound, who was a lefty, came in relief, but first starting pitcher who's a lefty for any of these matchups. We'll see if that gives any troubles to Mayport CG. Again, they just scored 2 runs against these Tommies the last time yesterday out against them. They were able to put up 11 runs against Nelson County Minn-Kota. 11-1 victory in just 5 innings. Now, so it'll be a pitcher versus pitcher battle here again. Bricker Johnson to lead things off for the Patriots. First matchup, he got hit by a pitch on the first pitch. This time it's outside for ball 1. That was the only time he got on base. This next pitch is in there for a strike, 1-1. Here comes the 1-1 delivery. That one's in the dirt. Now 2-1.
And a few miles an hour on that one.
The first 2 were a little bit more off-speed pitches, but bringing the velocity on that one. Here comes the 2-1 delivery. Swung on and missed. There was a breaking ball on that one. Had him out in front.
No radar guns up here, and my eyes aren't really trained to tell you how many miles an hour a pitch goes.
Here comes the 2-2. Swung on, grounded to third, and it's a fair ball. Throw over is not going to be in time. Also a little bit wide left. Close to a base hit there. I don't know if they're going to rule it a hit. We're going to rule it a hit, so we'll do the same thing as well. It's a single for Bricker Johnson, infield single.
Johnson runs pretty well, so I think he would have beat that if the throw had been on target.
Yeah, weakly hit ground ball, and it was a long throw there for Gavin Oster at his third base position. And like you said, it has his speed, so we'll see if he goes. Doesn't on this one, showing bunt, bringing it back as it was outside. Doctor doing a good job. Doctor went 2 for 4 last time these two matched up. 2 singles, showing bunt, brings it back again as it's low. And Ovdom behind the plate, he kind of took some balls that were fouled back and going to have a couple bruises already, and now more pitches in the dirt. Next pitch. It's in the dirt again. Now 3-0.
He may want to have some ice packs on the bus home.
He might want him on the bench already. Look over to first. Now throw home. That one catches the outside corner for a strike to make it 3-1. So for the Tommies in the infield, Loyland on the mound, Ovdom behind the plate. Schumacher at first, Taylor at second, Gemmel at short, and Oster at third. Here comes the pitch, showing bunt. It's in the dirt, ball 4. Now runners on first and second with no outs. I'll bring up Sawyer McGillis. He had that RBI double to open up the scoring. We'll see if he can get his Patriots on the scoreboard right away here in the first inning in this matchup as well. Outfielders for Tommies. Left field is Michelson. Tice in center. Hurst out in right. Showing bunt, bringing it back. This time it's in there for a strike. And Johnson on second, Doctor on first. Playing in is Schumacher on first. Next pitch, swung on, high drive, line drive out to left field, over the head. That's going to score at least one. It's going to be a double for McGillis. They're going to hold up the runner at third, but it's a 1-0 ball game. 1-0 on the Tim Cassette Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard. And he does the same thing like he did against the Tommies last time they matched up. It's an RBI double in the first inning. Sawyer McGillis got it going.
Mickelson might have gotten a little bit of a late start on that ball going after it, but still ended up well over his head.
Yeah, both the runners weren't quite sure if Michelson was going to be able to get underneath that and kind of misjudged it. So late start there. Otherwise, he would have likely scored 2 had they known it was going to be over the head. First pitch to Hansen is in there for a strike. So Doctor's on third. McGillis on second. Next pitch swung on and missed. Ahead 0-2. Good response there from Loyland after giving up that big hit. See if he can finish it off with a strikeout, get the first out of the inning. Looks in, here comes. That one in the dirt. Again, Ovdom doing a good job of staying in front of it. And that time, a little bit slower getting up. You can tell that all those pitches and all those times he's been hit really kind of tallying up on him. Here comes the 1-2. Breaking ball doesn't find the zone. So 2-2.
A good catcher can save a lot of wild pitches.
And Ovdom fits that bill. This one hopper to second baseman Taylor. The play is at first, but it will bring in a run, so it's an RBI for Hansen. It's now 2-0 on the Tim Cassette Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard. Does his job, though, getting that runner in. I'm sure Easton Hansel will be happy about it. So I'll bring up Alex Arsvold, the catcher. Lefty versus lefty matchup. First pitch is in there for a strike.
The infield coming in for Thompson now. They don't want to get too terribly behind here in the opening inning.
Yeah, and still just 1 out. They're going to likely try and go home if that runner does go home, if the ball's on the ground. Throw over to third. And it's going to get by the third baseman. He's going to go home. Throw to the plate. It's there in time. Tag. And he's out. And now Ovdom's in some pain as well. Makes the play. The runner didn't slide. I'm not sure if he... Looks like he's going to be all right, but must have gotten hit in the head on there. But a great play there after the throwing error, but...
The runner from third took off kind of late, I think.
Yeah, because he slid home and wasn't quite sure if he was going to go or not when he stood up. Oster doing a good job of tracking that down, but again, Avdom, he's a tough cookie behind the plate, just a freshman as well. But he'll stick into the game, and here's the next pitch. Oh, I'm missing a little bit low, so after the excitement, it's a 1-1 count, now with 2 outs.
And that runner at third proving the cliche, he who hesitates is lost.
Certainly does fit that bill. Again, now on outside, now 2-1. Here comes, that hits him. Not even showing any sort of pain on that, but maybe once he gets to first, he'll shake the arm. Yep, he does. That one was a fast one coming in. And with him being a catcher, get a courtesy runner. Number 9, Mason Garrett, the courtesy runner for him. So now bring up Caden Hogfoss, the third baseman. As I mentioned earlier, he was the pitcher in that last matchup yesterday. Went a full 7 innings, gave up 7 hits, 5 runs, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Throw over to first, back in safely.
If I remember right from yesterday, we saw Garrett as a pinch runner, and he moves pretty well.
I believe you're right. I think he was the courtesy runner for Arsvold yesterday, and I think he had 1 stolen base. This one misses. Actually, I'm looking back in my notes. No stolen bases there for under Alex Arsvold's name. He did get on twice. He walked and got hit by a pitch, but no stolen bases. So no courtesy runner or stolen bases, at least for that. 3-1 count, 2 outs, run around first. Here comes the pitch. In there for a strike, just catching the inside corner. Now full count. 2 runs already coming across. Going to get out of this inning with just those 2. Here comes the pitch. It's inside, another walk. Already his second given up, also a hit by pitch. Runners on first and second, brings up Samuel Weaver. Good opportunity to break this up, or break this open even more. Throw over to second in plenty of time, a little bit behind Joe Taylor, who's breaking into second base. It's not the start you want if you're Loyland on the mound, but trying to get out of it. Breaking ball gets the swing out in front, ahead 0-1. Loyland looks back at second, now throws home. Just missing a little bit high, now 1-1.
Time for the Richter scale, brought to you by Brad Richter, and it's right back to the pitcher.
Grounded, and we'll get that third and final out. So 2 runs do come across on 2 hits, 2 walks, a hit by pitch as well. And it's now 2-0 on the Tim Cassette Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard. When we come back, it'll be the 6, 7, and 8 hitters for the Tommies, Oster, Taylor, and Olson on yourliveevent.com.
If you can dream it up, we can make it a reality. Hello, this is Jonathan Olson with Greenworks Landscaping and Fencing. We can offer you a complete package when it comes to an external look to your property. Paver patios, outdoor kitchens, retaining walls, or fencing. We offer you all that and more. Our fences are built to last, so you have low maintenance beauty that not only improves the look, but also the value of your home. To show us your ideas or let us help you design your perfect outdoor sanctuary, check us out on the web at gworkslf.com.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsborough, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank. Strong bank, strong communities.
First pitch to Oster was in there for a strike as it's a 2-0 lead for the Mayport CG Patriots. This one fouled off to the right, going after it, but just out of the reach of the first baseman, Easton Hansen. So now 0-2 for Bricker Johnson, doing a good job again. He just was pounding that strike zone in the first inning. He did end up getting 2 base runners on, one with a single from Dex Optum and then an error. Caden Loyland got on as well. Next pitch. That one misses a little bit low, broke too far away from the batter. It's 1-2 count, here it comes. Make it 2-2. Both teams with an error in that first inning. Here comes the next pitch. This one fouled straight back, so he stays alive at 2-2. Here on the campus of Mayville State University, we appreciate them letting us use their facility for this Region 2 tournament. Next pitch, fouled straight back again. 2 in a row, makes it still 2-2. Johnson long look in, agrees to a pitch, now throws home. And he catches the edge of the strike zone, his second strikeout of the ball game.
Nice shot.
That's what we call painting the corner, a little maestro there. Now bring up Joe Taylor, second baseman, first pitch to him, and it looks like it just caught his elbow or his chest. Nonetheless, it's a hit by pitch, so he'll walk on down to first.
And actually, Jacob, if the ball brushes your jersey, that's considered hitting you, even though it's no pain.
He did look like he was in a little bit of pain, so I think it did catch him. But, yeah, you always like it when it does hit your jersey. Me as a skinnier individual, my jersey was always a little bit more baggy, so every once in a while I did get those calls. With one out, run around first. And brings up Jacob Olsen, the DH. First pitch to him is a ball. Johnson now working out of the stretch. Peeks over at first. Throws home. That one inside. Arsvold fake throwing down to first, but gives it back to Johnson on the mound.
Working inside seems to be Johnson's modus operandi.
Throw to first was close. Look to try and jam him up and potentially get a ground ball to twist it. Another close one. But still just in there safely. It was a perfect throw there by Johnson.
Can't fall asleep if you're the runner.
This time he catches the strike zone. Now 2-1 to Jacob Olsen. Next pitch. Now an outside, now 3-1. See if Taylor goes. He has some wheels. Favorable hitters count. Here it comes. Catches the strike zone, now a full count. Here comes the pitch, runner goes. Throw down is not in time. It was a called strike, so the second out, third strikeout, and the second looking strikeout, both of them coming in this inning. So with 2 outs, it brings up the 9-hitter, Grady Hurst. And now with a runner in scoring position, base hit likely scores him. Here comes the first pitch. Way outside. Good job by Arsvold to somehow catch that. And you're going to have a little discussion with Johnson after that, saying, hey, I don't want to do that too much. Just a quick little chat there as the umpire also comes out, and maybe he's asking what they were chatting about too.
This is a loser elimination game. So Thompson trying to get back into it, down 2-0 here in the top of the second.
They were able to fight back after giving up they just gave up 1 run the last time these two matched up. They were able to fight back, get back into it. Next pitch. Misses the strike zone, now 2-0. It took them a while to get their bats going against Mayport CG. It took until the 4th inning for them to plate a run. They're able to get 5. Next pitch is a little bit high as well. Grady Hurst, smaller frame, so it's a smaller strike zone to try and fit into. 3-0. First base is open. Here it comes. And it'll be 4-pitch walk there. Just the first free pass other than the hit by pitch on Taylor. Now runners on first and second brings up the top of the order in Mac Michelson. He was one of the 3 strikeout victims. Struck out in the first inning. Johnson looks back at second, now throws home. This time it's in there for a strike. Again, glances back at second. Taylor extended lead. Way outside on this one. Makes it 1-1. One delivery. Catches the outside corner for strike 2. So Johnson looking to get out of this. Last inning had runners on first and second. Same situation here, got out of it. Runners go, delayed steal, throw down. It's close, but it gets by the third baseman. Taylor didn't realize it right away, so he's going to stick there at third. And the runner from first also advances now to second on that pass ball. So now runners on second and third. Taylor on third and Hurst on second.
And a good thing that the left fielder was playing as shallow as he was to be able to back up his teammate at third base.
Yeah, otherwise, it would have been a run. But still with 2 strikes, here's a 2-2 count with 2 outs. Johnson just needs to get 1 more strike. Fly ball in the right field. Long chase after it. Judish can't get to it. It's going to roll towards the warning track. It's going to score 2. And it's going to be an RBI, maybe a triple. Yes, it will be an RBI, 2 RBI triple to tie it back up. Great piece of hitting there from Michelson. And the Tommies are right back in it.
2-run triple by Michelson ties the game. Brings up shortstop Eli Gemmel.
That is the kind of hit the Tommies have needed all day, even going back to the first game.
They just had nothing going in that first game, and they finally strike gold there with a great piece of hitting. Michelson just takes it the opposite way, and it goes over the head of Judish, and now they have a chance to maybe even score another one with Gemmel up to bat. Next one outside, 2-0 now. It's still 2 outs. Johnson just looking to shake this off and get into the dugout with a tie ball game. Here it comes. In there for a strike, now 2-1. Here comes that one low, now 3-1. Johnson throws. Grounded to short. McGillis there. Fields it. Throw over in time. But not before 2 runs come across to tie this thing up on the Tim Cassette Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard. It's 2-2. Be ready back with the bottom of the second. We'll see if Mayport CG can do what they did in the first inning. It'll be the 8, 9, and then the top. Judish, Arsvold, and Johnson due up when we come back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey, swatch, autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
The City of Hillsborough encourages customers to use electricity wisely through its Bright Energy Solutions rebate program. These rebates help customers save energy and money, improve their comfort, and protect the environment. You can get rebates on Energy Star appliances and lighting, as well as high-efficiency heat pumps and air conditioners. They even have rebates for home electric vehicle chargers. Business customers can receive rebates too. Call the City of Hillsborough for more information or visit brightenergysolutions.com.
Back here at Scott Berry Field for the bottom of the second in a tie ball game, 2-2. We'll see if Mayport CG can respond right on back. To start things off, it'll be Case Judish, who had that triple hit over his head just moments ago. First pitch to him, in there for a strike. Up to 66 degrees, feels like 58. The wind died down just a touch, down to 18-mile-per-hour winds.
Still a lot of sweatshirts and hoodies in the audience.
They'll be slowly peeling those off as we progress through the day. It's supposed to get up to 70 degrees. One more game after this one. Winner will take on Hillsborough Central Valley. Next pitch is in the dirt. 2-1.
2 balls and a strike now to count here to Case Judish.
Sun is shining brightly, too. A couple clouds in the sky. 2-1 delivery. In there for a strike. Now 2-2. Next pitch is inside and a little bit low. Now we're working a full count. For those of you trying to get your tan on, UV's at 6, so not too bad to get the tan going here early or late in May. Grounded up the middle, but nice play there by Loyland on the mound. Fields it and throws over in time to get the first out.
That was a nice play and might have been made a little easier for him because he's left-handed. Right to the glove on his right hand.
Say, righty maybe doesn't make that play. Brings up the lefty, Aiden Arsvold. So lefty versus lefty matchup. First pitch is way outside for ball 1. Loyland throws. This time he catches the strike zone, 1-1. 1-1 delivery. Just a little bit low there, now 2-1. One out here in the bottom of the second. 2 runs coming in the first for Mayport CG. 2 runs in the top of the second for the Tommies. And that's another inside pitch, now 3-1. Here comes that 3-1 pitch. And now a full count again. Back-to-back batters go in full counts. Loyland's going to get that pitch count up here if he keeps working like this. Full count delivery. Just a touch low, and he'll walk on down to first. It's a third free pass already by Loyland. Now bring up the top of the order in Bricker Johnson. He was one of those 2 that scored in the top or in the bottom of the first inning. He had a single. It was a ground ball to the third baseman, an infield single. See if he gets on base here again. Look over to first. Now throws. That one's inside again. 1-0. Next pitch, swung on, high fly ball in the infield. Taylor going after it, so is Schumacher. Taylor's going to take it and catch it for the first out. Or excuse me, second out. So Doctor, he was the other one who scored, walked and scored in the first inning. Another lefty here, a couple of lefties in the lineups for the Patriots. Arsvold on first, one of those other lefties. Showing bunt. He makes contact with it, but goes foul. So 0-1.
Just wondering if Connor Doctor maybe likes hearing Doctor My Eyes as a walk-up song.
Next pitch is outside, now 1-1. When he was showing bunt there, he must have saw that third baseman was back far enough, and Doctor's got some speed on him too. But didn't show bunt that last time. Here comes the next pitch. Swung grounded to first. Schumacher can't make the play. It's going to get into right field. Now runners on first and second after the single from Connor Doctor.
Doctor with a seeing eye single.
And the right prescription to just get it on by. Now bring up Sawyer McGillis, who had the RBI double. Brought in Bricker Johnson back in the first inning. So he's been hitting it well here in this tournament. Next pitch, first pitch he sees is foul off on the right side. With 2 outs, runners on first and second. Patriots looking to recapture that lead. Just gave it up here in the top of the inning. Hoyland looks in. Looks back to second, now throws. Swung on and missed. Ahead quickly, 0-2. McGillis takes a little extra time, a couple of practice swings. Moylan's waiting for him on the rubber. Looks back and now throws. This one outside. Kind of a waste pitch there, makes it 1-2. Next pitch, swung on, high drive out to left field. Left center field going back, but underneath it is Michelson. Good job of tracking that one down. Would have scored a couple of runs there, but no runs come across off just one hit for the Patriots as we'll head to the top of the third. Due up for the Tommies, it'll be Gemmel, Ovdom, and Moylan. That's 2, 3, 4. We come back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
At Thompson Public Schools, their mission is to develop lifelong learners and responsible citizens. You can visit their website, tps-k12.org, for school announcements and calendars, lunch menus, weather announcements, athletic schedules, and more. Follow them on social media and share in Tommy Pride with student updates and events with Thompson Public Schools. Thompson Public Schools thanks all students, staff, parents, alumni, and community members for their continued support. Good luck to the Tommies. Learn more at tps-k12.org.
Looking back into the top of the third here at Scott Berry Field. Region 2 baseball. Again, this is the elimination game. Loser goes home. Winner will take on Hillsborough Central Valley right after this one. First pitch. Catches a strike zone. Ovdom, the batter, and lefty, taking on the righty. Ovdom singled back in the first. And this one grounded foul on the right side. Ovdom again was the lone batter to get a hit in that game against Hillsborough Central Valley just right before this one. Next pitch, grounded up the middle, but shortstop is there. McGillis fields, throws over in time to get the out. I'll bring up the pitcher, Caden Moylan. He reached on an error back in the first. Again, he was the star when these two matched up yesterday, had 5 RBIs. Not too bad of a day at the plate. First pitch to him, grounded to the second baseman. Arsvold fields, throws, and just like that, there's 2 outs. There's 3 pitches into the innings. I'll take 2 outs with that.
That's the kind of inning coaches and pitchers like.
That's what they say. You don't have to necessarily get the strikeout. Just rely on your defense here.
They say the ultimate inning is 3 strikeouts with 9 pitches. I say the ultimate inning is 3 pitches, 3 outs.
Gets a hold of that one. That's going to get down. It'll be at least a double for Jeremy Tice, well over the head of Sam Weaver, and that's where he'll halt at second base. Great piece of hitting there from Tice for the double. Saw that first pitch and said, I like this one. Took it for a ride. I'll bring up Gavin Oster. Struck out looking to lead off the second inning. But now with a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Chance to break the tie. Here comes the pitch. Just misses. Awfully close to me.
A little surprised at that myself.
Peek over to second. Another peek. Another peek. And now throws. And another good piece of hitting right into the left fielder. They're going to drop in front of him. They're going to send him. No, they're not. They're going to hold him up. Coach Nate Solis was waving his arms, but then he decided last second, no, maybe not. So runners now on the corners. Good line drive hit, though, from Gavin Oster. Bring up Joe Taylor.
And it's still early enough in the game. You don't need to take a chance like that.
Exactly. And with the tie ball game, you're not trailing or anything, so you don't have to take any chances like you said. And Joe Taylor, more than a capable hitter as well. Got hit by a pitch and scored in his first plate appearance. They faked the throw to third, now throw to first. Back safely is Oster. Some fancy footwork there from Bricker Johnson. Throw over, and he's out! Great job by Johnson, and gets out of the inning in a scary situation with runners on first and third. Bricker Johnson finally gets that pickoff move done, and no runs come across off 2 hits, no errors. As it's still 2-2 on the Tim Cassett Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard. We'll be back with the bottom of the third. Due up will be the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Sawyer McGillis, Easton Hansen, and Alex Arsvold when we come back on YourLiveEvent.com.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Say thank you to the farmers you come into contact with every day. They have chosen a career that is as much their deep passion as it is an absolute necessity for you and I. Spring is upon us and there will be farm equipment on the roads. Give them your patience and room to do their jobs. Trust me, they would rather be off the road working in their field than dealing with traffic. From all of us here at Agassiz Precision Ag, we say thank you and have a safe spring.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Hansen, actually, the first batter will be Hansen, Arsvold, and Hogfuss due up for the Patriots in this 2-2 tie ball game. Here comes the lefty delivery. Swung on, high fly ball in the infield in foul territory. Schumacher going after it and makes the catch. Plenty of real estate there in foul territory on both sides. He's able to get that first out on just one pitch.
Even down the foul lines into the outfield, there's, even though it's narrowed, it's still a pretty good amount of space.
Yeah, not as much as in the infield, but like you said, still plenty of real estate out there. Lefty versus lefty matchup. Arsvold sees a first pitch for a strike. Alex got hit by a pitch back in the first, got to second, but that's where he stopped. Next pitch, inside, ball one.
Coach Alex Berry getting a little bit late to the his station coaching third base.
And he's a little
just hustling over there now.
Next pitch is low. I don't know if I'd classify that as hustle, but he's dealing with a little bit of back troubles, he mentioned to me. So
oh, okay.
Helped a friend move, and is dealing with the consequences now. Grounded softly. Third baseman collects. Throw over is in time. Good play there from Oster. Had to go a long way from his third base position.
And Schumacher at first with a good stretch there to try to get that ball.
Yeah, just in there for his defense. Doesn't bat, but you can see why he's in there for his defense. He does a good job of stretching out plays. He made a handful of nice plays yesterday.
And he's not the stereotype of a tall first baseman.
Right.
Not that there's anything wrong with tall first basemen.
Schumacher, he is 6 foot. That's what he's listed at anyways. So, tall-ish. Lengthy frame, though, as well. 1-1 count. Here comes the pitch. That one inside for making it now 2-1. Hogfuss, the batter. He walked in the first. Next pitch. Catches the corner for a strike. 2-2, 2 outs, 2-2 ball game. We're here in the bottom of the third. Next pitch, inside again. Really working that inside part of the zone, but now it's a full count. Here comes the full count delivery. And it's going to be another walk. Second time Hogfuss has walked in this one.
How many 2-out walks have there been today?
That is a good question.
Seems like there have been a few.
We have had... I believe that's actually just the first, at least in this matchup.
Oh, okay.
There's been a handful of one, as we throw down to first, if we would have applied the tag, might have had him there. I don't think Schumacher was quite sure where he was. He thought, he's pointing towards second. He thought he was going to second on that, so he was getting ready to throw over. Didn't realize that Hogfuss had slid back in.
Didn't realize who was in front of the runner. Or the runner was that close behind him.
In there for a strike, evens it up at 1 apiece. Hogfuss slides back safely on the throw over. It's always tough to get a bigger lead with a lefty on the mound as they can make those quick moves.
Mm-hmm.
Next pitch, swung on, fouled. And again, Ovdom, you see the obvious frustration. That's another ball that's hit off of him and trying to stretch out that arm, just trying to loosen it up a little bit.
A sore shoulder.
You might have to prepare a tub of ice for him on the bus ride home.
Break out the analgesic, something to feel better.
But hopefully the adrenaline gets him through this game. 1-2 count, here it comes. And just barely getting contact with that, just in protection mode. Late swing, but does the job to stay alive. Round first, 2 outs. Bottom of the third. Here comes the pitch. Grounded, back up the middle, off the glove of Loyland. Picks it back up and still has plenty of time. Gets the third out. No hits, 1 walk, no runs come across. So we'll be ready for the top of the fourth. It'll be Taylor, Olson, and Hurst at 7-8-9 for the Tommies when we come back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Welcome to the 130th Annual Norman County Fair, June 24th through 27th, Ada, Minnesota. FFA Day. New this year, Jindo Bingo, the Big Air ATV show in the R&J Broadcasting Grandstand. Plus free music, basketball challenge, Check 6 Veterans Day, Youth Day, Senior Day, racing, the Mooncats, lumberjack shows, and so much more. For the full schedule, visit NormanCountyFair.com. Norman County Fair, Ada, Minnesota, June 24th through 27th. It's where summer begins and the fun never ends.
At Bank North, we strive to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. One transaction, one relationship, and one community at a time. We do it by supporting kids and schools, pitching in to help neighbors in need, partnering with rural businesses, and providing all the traditional and modern banking products and personalized lending services you expect from a reliable financial partner. Bank North. Always true.
So Taylor comes back up to the plate. He was at the plate, but Gavin Oster got picked off at first. So he'll get a fresh count here against Bricker Johnson. Now we're here in the top of the fourth. First pitch to him is a strike. So both teams 2 runs, 4 hits. Thompson with just 1 error. Mayport CG with 2. So fairly identical stat lines between these two teams. 1-1, here comes the delivery. Grounded, and it's going to go just foul. So now 1-2. Good job of Hogfuss to field that. Would have been a tough throw if it had it stayed fair.
Mm-hmm. He was playing up a little bit, too, respecting Taylor's speed.
Coming out with 2 strikes, he backs up a little bit. Not expecting any bunt. And in the regular season, Mayport CG won both of those matchups. Here comes the pitch, outside, 2-2. But Thompson took the victory yesterday to advance into the winner's side. Mayport CG had to fight their way back, won 11-1 against Nelson County Mid-Cota in 5 innings. And a strike 3 called. The 4th strikeout now for Bricker Johnson. Now bring up the 8-hitter, the designated hitter, Jacob Olson. He was one of those strikeout victims as well, struck out looking back in the 2nd. First pitch to him, grounded right back up the middle, but McGillis is there. Throw, 1 hopper, and able to field it cleanly. And gets the out. Well, yeah, we have a little switch here. Is Hogfuss actually who's at first, and Easton Hansen who's playing third now. They just switch spots there.
Interesting.
Grady Hurst sees the first pitch and gets a base hit. Gets by Easton Hansen, whose diving efforts weren't quite enough. Quickly throw it back in, so it's a single for Grady Hurst. So the 5th hit there for the Tommies now with 2 outs. He'll bring up Mac Michelson, who had the 2-out, 2 RBI triple back in the 2nd inning.
Maybe short of Mike Schmidt. I don't know what difference any third baseman could have caught that one.
Throw down to first after the pitch. Tag applied, but in there safely. Arsvold kind of double pump there. He would have thrown right away. I don't know if Hogfuss was quite ready for it. That's maybe why the double pump.
Yeah.
Throw over again. Bricker Johnson has a quick throw over there.
Oh, yeah.
And it's accurate, too. Already has 1 pickoff attempt. His runner goes, swung on, miss, throw down. It's there. Tag, and he's out. The defense there, they've been able to shut down these base runners of the Tommies. A pickoff in the last inning, and now a caught stealing. Arsvold shows off his cannon as the Tommies are set down. They get 1 hit, no runs come across. And in the bottom of the 4th, due up, it'll be the 8, 9, and then top, Judish, Arsvold, and Johnson when we come back on YourLiveEvent.com.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at BloomfieldTrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro. The City of Hillsboro encourages customers to use electricity wisely through its Bright Energy Solutions rebate program. These rebates help customers save energy and money, improve their comfort, and protect the environment. You can get rebates on Energy Star appliances and lighting, as well as high-efficiency heat pumps and air conditioners. They even have rebates for home electric vehicle chargers. Business customers can receive rebates too. Call the City of Hillsboro for more information or visit BrightEnergySolutions.com.
So again, the Patriots get their final out due to some base running mishaps. It was a pickoff attempt in the second, and then a caught stealing there. Alex Arsvold doing a good job of throwing down and catching Grady Hurst on the base pass is now bring up Case Judish, the right fielder for the Patriots. Ground out back to Loyland in his first at-bat. First pitch is in the dirt, ball 1. Working quickly, next pitch in there for a strike, evens it up. Still to here, 2-2 on the Tim Gazette Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard. At the bottom of the fourth, gets a hold of that one, but right at the left fielder, Mac Michelson able to just take 2 steps and easy catch. So now bring up the 9-hitter in Aiden Arsvold. He walked, got to second in the second. That's as far as he got. First pitch to him, in there for a strike. Again, working quickly, Loyland showing bunt and gets it down, but foul on the left side. So now with 2 strikes, I would doubt that he bunts again.
Who was it from the Patriots yesterday that laid down that bunt with 2 strikes?
That was Caden Hogfoss. He'll get that sack bunt down with 0 outs, but 2 strikes. The next pitch is low, and it set up a run coming across that made it, after the sack bunt, it was a run came in after a passed ball, and at that point made it 2-1. Swung on and missed. It's in the dirt, gets away from Optum, picks it up, throw down in time. But you see the wheels there of Arsvold almost got there. And now there's 2 down. We'll bring up the top of the order, Bricker Johnson. 1 for 2 on the day. Infield single in the first, came around to score, and then flew out to Joe Taylor at his second base position. First pitch, way outside, ball 1. Mayport CG with a little bit bigger of a crowd, less travel for them. His next pitch is inside, 2-0. Tommy's obviously played game 1 as well. There's a few more Tommy's fans from that first game. Now, there's a few more here now than there was in the last one. Next pitch is inside again, now 3-0.
Nearly hit him.
Have to kind of dance out of the way. Johnson, we'll see if he has a green light to swing. Here comes the 3-0. Well, it's inside again. Ball 4. Bricker Johnson will walk on down. That's the 5th walk already for Loyland. I'll bring up Connor Doctor. Singled back in the second. Also reached in the first and came around to score after he walked. He's on base, been on base both times he's been up. There are 2 outs, so it becomes a little bit harder to get that run in. Loyland's pitch, shows bunt, gets by Ovdom, so runner will advance to second, and it's a deep backstop, so he rounds second, but Ovdom doing a good job of hustling down for it, and he'll stay right there.
With so much room here, you never know what kind of a carom you might get.
And it kind of hit off the glove there of Ovdom and went to the net, so just sat right next to the wall. Now the runner in scoring position, 2 outs. Here comes the pitch, swung on and missed. 1-1. Loyland looks back, extended lead, now throws in. Breaking ball, catches the zone, 1-2.
That was a nice pitch.
It was kind of coming right towards Doctor and then broke right into the strike zone. Now with the advantage, looking to get the strikeout, swung on, This weakly hit. It's in no man's land, and he's going to beat it out. No, he's going to be out. Close play there. I thought Doctor got there. And if he did, it would have brought in a run, but they get the out there, so no runs come across. It's still 2-2 on the Tim Cassette Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard. No hits, no errors, and we'll be back with the top of the fifth on yourliveevent.com.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Well, you're back into Scott Berry Field, and get you to that Dakota Heritage Bank in-game update, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhb.bank. This is the top of the order, Mac Michelson, who's up. First pitch is in there for a strike, but that in-game update, it would spend 2 innings with 2 runs for each team. Bricker Johnson started off with an infield single, and this one by Michelson gets down for a single himself. Maybe you try to extend it, but no, he'll stick right there at first. But as I was saying, it was an infield single for Bricker Johnson to start off in the first inning, and then Connor Doctor walk. McGillis was able to get an RBI double, and then Easton Hansen grounded to second base, but a run came in as well, made that 2-0 in the first inning. Throw to first. Not in time. And then answered right back in the top of the second. The Tommies got 2 runs of their own after Joe Taylor got hit by a pitch. Grady Hurst walked. And then Mike Michelson, who just got the single there, had a 2 RBI triple with 2 outs. And that's where our game sits, 2-2 on the Tim Cozette Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard. Throw over again. Bricker Johnson just really confident in that pickoff move, and I can't blame him because it's super quick, and he's already got 1 out because of it. Showing bunt, it's popped up in the air, and making the catch is Arsvold. Sliding attempt, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now it seems like he's got an equipment issue.
And he runs to the bench and he disappeared in there. Kind of hard to throw a pitch with no catcher. Just a quick little adjustment. It looked like he took his knee pads all the way off just to adjust them. So re-putting the shin guards back on, and Ovdom's waiting. I'm sure he's familiar with those kind of equipment issues as his catcher position, but looking to stay hot. Let's take a quick little 30-second break here on yourliveevent.com while we get that adjustment. We'll step aside.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
All right, Alex Arsvold's ready. We're ready to play some more baseball. Still 2-2 here in the top of the 5th inning. 1 out, runner on first. Brings up the ever-dangerous Dex Ovdom. Throw over to first. Close, but safe. And Johnson already has one of those successful pickoff moves, and he's confident in it. Long look, now throws home. Inside, just missing for ball one. Optum singled in the first, then ground out to short in the third. Outside for ball two. Optum was 2 for 2 when these two teams matched up yesterday. Intentionally walked and then had a traditional walk as well. Has that open stance. Here comes the pitch into left center field. Looks like it's going to drop, and it will. Runner's going to get to at least third, and that's where he'll stay. It's a double for Dex Optum. Let's now bring up Caden Moyland, who he did the job of last time these two matched up, driving in all 5 of those runs. Optum was normally the one who got brought in, or he was the one who got brought in 2 of those times. With Optum and Michelson on base. There's going to be a discussion there on the mound. Your mound visits brought to you by Chris Moe and Nodak Insurance Company, your agent with answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County. Doesn't look like we're going to get any sort of pitching change, I don't believe. Alex Berry out there talking things over.
The infield had just come in before Coach Berry came out of the dugout.
It originally looked like it was just going to be a player discussion, but now with Alex Berry out there, he's just talking it over with his team.
Just a reminder to which base do you throw it to?
Right, with now 1 out and runners on second and third. We'll see if they decide to play the infield in. And it looks like they will, other than McGillis. They just have the corners in.
And the second baseman backing up a bit with a left-handed hitter up.
They're in a little bit of a shift, too, with Loyland being the lefty, shaded over to the right field side. Here comes the first pitch to him, grounded to the left side, foul. Good play there from Nate Solis, fields it cleanly.
And again, Weaver in left field is in shallow, which had paid off for the Patriots earlier in the game.
And they have Grady, or excuse me, Case Judish, he's deep out there in right field. Next pitch, fouled straight back. I almost could have caught it if it was a little bit lower and there wasn't some netting.
Mm-hmm. And a window.
And a window. There's a couple of factors in the way. Goes right over the heads of us here in the Dakota Heritage broadcast booth.
We're not going to be able to do with what Twins broadcaster Dan Gladden did a couple of weeks ago.
Here comes the 0-2. It gets by the catcher. Arsvold kind of got off balance, brings in 1. Optum rounds third, but will stay there. And that breaks the tides. Now 3-2 on the Tim Cassett Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard. The Tommies now lead. Still just 1 out. All Loyland has to do is just get the ball somewhere in the outfield, and that'll bring in Optum more than likely.
Now the infield fully in, not so concerned about Loyland pulling the ball.
And more concerned about that run. As here it comes. I went a little bit high, made a slight offer at it, but held the hands back. Full count. Here comes the full count delivery. And it's going to be another walk. Just a second there for Bricker Johnson. Now bring up Jeremy Tice, who had a double back in the third.
And a courtesy runner, pinch runner.
Be R.J. Anderson, number 12, checking in for him. Mullen being the pitcher, you get that free courtesy runner.
Save your energy for the mound.
Exactly. They're going to need it now with that 1-run lead. Thrower to first, close, but safe.
Actually, a smart move, regardless of whether you've got a good pickoff move or not. Just make sure the kid who just came into the game is alert.
That one was even closer, but still safely. RJ Anderson getting his work cut out for him there. First pitch of this at-bat is a ball. Jeremy Tice again had that double. And ground it right back to the pitcher. Look down. They throw it to second, get one, and they don't get two. Optum stays at third. They get at least that first runner, and a good job there by Bricker Johnson just staring down Ovdom and then getting the runner out at second.
Third baseman, Gavin Oster.
The runner's still on the corners with 2 outs now. Brings up Gavin Oster. And a high drive out to center field, going back for it, Doctor. But now comes back in for it and makes the basket catch. And that'll retire the side, but not before one run comes across off of 2 hits by the Tommies. It's now 3-2 on the Tim Cassette Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard. We'll see if Mayport CG has the answer in the bottom of the 5th inning, as it'll be McGillis, Hansen, and Arsvold when we come back.
Life moves fast, but your mind doesn't always have to. Practicing mindfulness, even for a minute, can help you stay calm and focused. Try noticing your breathing, paying attention to your surroundings, or taking a moment to reset before a test or a practice. Set goals that matter to you, celebrate small wins, and don't forget to take a break from screens. Your brain needs downtime just as much as your body does. Mental health isn't one big choice. It's a bunch of small ones you can make every day, and you're capable of all of them. Go Tommies!
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Back here at Scott Berry Field, Jacob Tenzin alongside Joe Lancello, and it's been a fun one here. This one been a little bit closer than the game one we had today. It was a 5-0 victory for Hillsborough Central Valley over these Tommies, but they now lead 3-2, looking to get that rematch against Hillsborough Central Valley. They have to finish off here another 2 more innings, or 2.5 innings of work here to be able to get back into that championship game. And like you had mentioned in that previous one, they had the same path last year. They got back into the losers side of things. They had to fight back against Hillsborough Central Valley, beat them twice, and became the champions. And we'll see if they can do just that here. But first, they got to finish this one off.
That would, if they do hang on to this lead, that would set up the rare triple header. It would be their 3rd game of the day, Thompson.
A little bit of fatigue could settle in as McGillis sees the first pitch, fouls it off on the right side, out of play.
I mean, Ernie Banks, the Hall of Fame Chicago Cubs first baseman, used to say, let's play 2. I think he'd have drawn the line there at playing 3.
It's kind of like next pitch comes in. Now 1-1. It's kind of like when you're younger and you play in those one-day tournaments where you're playing 3 to 4 games. So
oh, sure.
I'm sure they got the durability for it. Maybe just not totally used to it now as they're a little bit older, but this one goes behind them. Doesn't hit them. 2-1. I'd say one player I know that for the Tommies who would be definitely fatigued would be Dex Ovdom. He's taking a couple of shots to the wrist, to his arms. Definitely feeling it, and we'll be feeling it there for Game 3 if they do play it. Grounded to short, fielded cleanly, throw over. Not in time. The speed there of McGillis, too much. Gemmel couldn't get him. So it's an infield single for Sawyer McGillis, his 2nd hit of the game. And I'll bring up Easton Hansen. Easton Hansen flipped over to third base, started at first. Him and Hogfoss just switched positions. Got an RBI in the first. This one inside gets by Ovdam. Runner's going to go down and be in safely with no throw.
That was a wild hop.
I think that's kind of what Ovdam's thinking as well, too. I think it might have maybe hit the edge of the plate or something, and it kind of bounced sideways.
Or maybe his foot.
Or that. Now McGill's on second with no outs. Loyland throws home. That one low again. 2-0.
Because if it had been the batter's foot, there would be no discussion.
Right. Loyland takes a peek back. Now throws. And right back up the middle, but Taylor's there. Knocks it down, throw over, gets the out, but runner does advance to third. But good job of Taylor just to knock that down. Almost caught that one, but just hopped right in front of him. Gets the first out, but now runner on third. They'll bring up Alex Arsvold.
And now it'll be the Tommies bringing the infield in with one out.
First pitch swung on and missed. McGill's kind of got an extended lead there, took 2 extra steps there aggressively. Ovdam stared him down. A 1 count. Lefty versus lefty matchup. Here's a pitch showing bunt, but doesn't get it down. Now caught in a pickle and gets the tag. Well, he maybe didn't initially, but for sure did the second time. And immediately, Alex Arsvold just put his head down knowing that he made the mistake. That's the situation. If you're going to do the squeeze play, you got to make some sort of contact.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely right.
So now with 2 outs, bases are empty. It's now a 2-1 count. Imagine Alex Berry, the head coach of the Patriots, a little frustrated after that one, and now a silly-looking swing there makes it 2-2.
2 Alex Berry, 2 outs, nobody on. Patriots down a run, 3-2 as they bat in the bottom of the 5th.
2-2 delivery. That gets by Ovdam. Makes it a full count.
Well, when you try to pull something out of the bag of tricks like a squeeze bunt, you want it to work.
Exactly. And I like the move there. I mean, you're down 1, trying to get that run in. And a swing and a miss. So the Tommies get out of this, even though it looked like they were going to maybe give up 1 run with that runner on third. But they avoid danger, and they keep the lead. 3-2 on the Tim Cassette Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard. The Tommies will be due up here in the top of the 6th. It'll be the bottom of the order, Joe Taylor, Jacob Olson, and Grady Hurst when we come back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated. So you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsborough, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank, strong communities.
Up to 68 degrees now here in Mayville at the campus of Mayville State University. It feels like, though, at 60 degrees. Wind sitting at 17 miles per hour, so it's slowly tapering off. Gusts
Better
of up
than
to
it was
21.
earlier.
Exactly. We're up to, I believe it was 20 miles per hour wind, but slowly trickling its way down. Well, it should set up for a great weather ball game for our 3rd and final game. High expected to be at 70 degrees. As I mentioned, it'll be Taylor, Olson, and Hurst due up. The bottom of the order for the Tommies with the 3-2 lead.
Automatic for Thompson.
Bricker Johnson still on the mound for the Mayport CG Patriots. Going to shut them right on down. First pitch he sees is fouled off straight back out of play. So here in the top of the sixth, Taylor got hit by a pitch and scored in the second, then struck out looking back in the fourth.
Hansen at third, still expecting a bunt. He's up on the grass.
The lone infielder who's in. Next pitch. In there for a strike. Now 1-1. Excuse me, it should be 1-2. Yeah, there we go. Next pitch. That one's low in the dirt. Hansen took a half step back. He's more in the dirt now with those 2 strikes. Now he backs up even more. Next pitch. Grounded to Hansen, no, actually to McGillis. He bobbles it. Throw over is not going to be in time. So Taylor with his speed and a little bobble there gets on to first.
Third error of the day on Mayport CG. We'll see if it's a costly one.
Yeah, with 0 outs, you never know what could happen. And last time that Taylor got on, he came around to score. Throw over. Back in safely.
And it's that run that separates the 2 teams.
Sure is. Again, throw over. I was getting ready to throw over again right when we got the ball. First pitch.
I've never seen 3 consecutive.
It's Olsen who's up. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Struck out in the second and ground out to short in the fourth. Next pitch, swung on. That's going to get into right field, and it's going to drop in for a base hit. Runner's going to get to third. Now runner's on the corner. They throw down, actually, and he's in safely. Now runner goes to second, and he's in safely as well. Taylor asking for time. Great piece of hitting there from Olsen. Going the opposite way, just going where the pitch was. And Taylor showcasing that speed, and then heads up play there from Olsen. Sees the throw down to third, gets into second.
So the infield again comes in, and that's why they tell base runners, keep your eyes open, or at least your ears open, to listen to your coach.
Now head coach Nate Solis is talking things over with his runners, trying to figure out this situation here with 0 outs, just making sure they're aware of what to do, and we might see another bunt here, a squeeze of their own. Grady Hurst has some speed as well. He's gotten on base both times he's been up. He walked and scored in the second and singled, and then got caught stealing in the fourth. Now Alex Berry will come out to the mound, and mound visits brought to you by Chris Moen, Nodak Insurance Company, your agent with answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County. Second visit here, so maybe thinking about taking Bricker Johnson out, or maybe it just is more of a discussion of what they're going to do with these 0 outs and runners on second and third.
No bullpen activity, so if a change is made, it would be someone who's already on the field.
Looks like they are going to stick with Bricker Johnson, though, so it was more of just a situational discussion there. So again here, 3-2, 0 outs, runners on second and third. Grady Hurst, the 9-hitter. Let's get that Richter scale going for all your insurance questions. See Trail County's agents with answers. Agent Brad Richter in Hillsboro and sales associate Nick Preston in Mayville. High pressure situation here. With 0 outs, though, it could be a good scoring chance to really open this thing up for the Tommies. Next pitch, showing bunt, gets it down. Taylor doesn't go. Now the runner going to have to sprint back to second, and everybody's safe. Now bases loaded.
Not the best outcome, but hardly the worst for Thompson.
Say no outs come from it, so you can't complain at all. Taylor started going, but saw that it was maybe too close there. They were ready for it, and nobody was covering second. So fortunate for Jacob Olsen, he was able to sprint back. First pitch grounded. They're going to throw home. They get the out, and that's the only one they will get, but it's the important one. So bases still loaded, but one out now.
And the infield's going to stay in.
Infield will stay in with that one out. They're not looking for a double play. It'll bring up Eli Gemmel. 0 for 3 on the day. That one a ball, the first pitch to him. Last time he came up, he was trying to get a sac bunt down. He flew out to the catcher in foul territory. Next pitch is a ball, now 2-0. So it's Olsen on third, Hurst on second, and Michelson on third. Or on first, I should say. Now struggling to find that strike zone is Bricker Johnson, down 3-0. Doesn't want to walk in a run. Here comes the pitch. That one finds the strike zone just barely. Gemmel was thinking about walking down to first.
Mm-hmm. That was close on the outside corner.
3-1 count. And here's a fly ball into right field, close to the foul or the fair ball. No, it's a foul ball on the right side. So now a full count. We'll see if Johnson can get a strikeout and potentially get out of this with no runs coming across. Look over to third, now throws. But it's too high. He'll walk in a run. Frustrating there for Bricker Johnson. Makes it now 4-2 on the Tim Cassette Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard. An RBI for Gemmel on the walk. Ball one there to Dex Ovdom, and definitely the scary part of the lineup for the Tommies. Ovdom's been hot the last few days, and so is Loyland, who's up after him. Now 2-0, Johnson just can't find the strike zone.
And even with the infield in, Mayport CG with kind of the shift on is McGillis well up on the infield grass, close to second.
2-0 in there for a strike, make it 2-1 now. Again, everybody in, so not really looking for that double play. They're just looking to prevent runs as much as possible. Next pitch, it's deep into center field, going way back for it. Doctor is able to get underneath it. Runner will tag, and that's going to score a run. So it's a sac fly for Dex Ovdom. Now makes it 5-2 on the Tim Cassette Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard, which was the exact score of these two teams yesterday.
And I heard a mention of the pitch count for Bricker Johnson. Could be nearing the end of the line on the mound. Whoa.
Loyland sees that first pitch to him was a ball. Loyland's reached twice, reached on an error in the first and walked in the fifth. Next pitch is high, ball 2. You mentioned could be close to Johnson's end of the day, and he's getting a little bit wild too, so next pitch is in there for a strike. So this will be the last batter he faces as he's hit that pitch count. 3-1 to Bricker, or to Loyland. Bricker Johnson trying to finish off this inning. Swung on, grounded to second. Arsvold fields it, bobbled it a little bit, but is able to throw it over, so Bricker Johnson will be able to finish off the inning, but that'll be the end of his day. As 2 runs come across for the Tommies, they open this up. It's now 5-2 on Tim Cassette Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard. We'll be back with the bottom of the 6th. Due up for the Patriots, it'll be the 6, 7, and 8 hitters, Hogfoss, Weaver, and Judish when we come back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Great Plains Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right, Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey, swatch, autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
If you can dream it up, we can make it a reality. Hello, this is Jonathan Olson with Greenworks Landscaping and Fencing. We can offer you a complete package when it comes to an external look to your property. Paver patios, outdoor kitchens, retaining walls, or fencing. We offer you all that and more. Our fences are built to last, so you have low maintenance beauty that not only improves the look, but also the value of your home. To show us your ideas or let us help you design your perfect outdoor sanctuary, check us out on the web at gworkslf.com.
Back here at Scott Berry Field, it's a 5-2 lead for the Tommies after they plated 2 runs on 2 hits. There was an error, and they left 2 on base. They've left 8 on base, so it could be a little bit even more inflated, but I'm sure they'll take the 5-2 lead anyways. Again, that was the same score that we had yesterday between these two teams. It was a 5-2 final. And it's kind of a similar situation. Mayport CG scored first, but it's been Thompson who's had the last laugh, at least as of now. Hawkfuss up. He's walked both times, so has yet to register a plate appearance. Next pitch is swung on and missed. Now 1-1.
Hillsboro Central Valley players starting to warm up in the right field bullpen. They'll face the winner of this game in our next game, which will be the championship game.
What a play there from Schumacher. A high throw from Oster, but able to corral it and then still get on the base before Hawkfuss reaches. Exciting first out.
And Oster pointing to his teammates saying thanks.
Avoids that second error on Thompson. They'll bring up Sam Weaver, the left fielder. He's grounded out to the pitcher both times he's been up to the bat. First pitch is a strike. This one fouled back. So now quickly down 0-2. Loyland's really kind of cleaned it up. He's had some runners on and stuff throughout, but other than that first inning, he's really been able to kind of settle down. That one goes a little bit inside.
Only allowed 4 hits.
He has walked 5, and he's only struck out 2, but he's been able to get his defense to work behind him. 1-2 delivery, and that's going to get down for the 5th hit of the ball game for Mayport CG. Good piece of hitting there from Weaver.
Slice that the other way in a right field.
I'll bring up Case Judish, the right fielder. He's 0 for 2 on the day. With one out here, looking to get on base and cause some sort of havoc. Trying to get his Patriots back into this one. First pitch is low, ball 1. Long look over to first, now throw home. Grounded to third. Ulster Fields, throw to second, is in time. Trying to get 2. No. Close play there. It's your traditional tie goes to the runner. It was awfully close.
Yeah. My initial shot or thought was that Taylor was going to get the throw to get the out at first, but it was awfully close.
And everybody on the Tommy's side was starting to run into the dugout as the first pitch to Arzvold is in for a strike. A couple different reactions from him being, oh, come on, give it to us. But no. 1-1 count now after that pitch goes a little bit low with 2 outs. Run around first is Judish. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Lewin throws. Now on low, ball 2.
2 balls and a strike now. 8 and out.
Next pitch is catching the outside part of the strike zone. Now 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count. 8 and out full. Judy's at first with 2 outs.
Long look in, agrees to a pitch. Doesn't even look at first, throws, and it's in the dirt. Optum doing a good job keeping that in front of him. Now it's a full count. The pitch, grounded right back to Loyland, fields it, and throw over, and that'll be the end of the 6th inning. No runs on just 1 hit. And it's still 5-2 on the Tim Kazit Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard. We'll be back with the top of the 7th, the final frame. Thompson will be due up, and it'll be Tice, Oster, and Taylor when we come back on YourLiveEvent.com.
At Heritage House in Halstead, you'll find spacious, beautifully updated apartments designed for your comfort. The elegant common areas are perfect for gathering with friends, enjoying engaging activities, and making new memories. With a focus on active senior living, you can be assured that every day is an opportunity for fulfillment and joy. To find out more, call 218-456-2105 for Heritage House in Halstead or visit halsteadlivingcenter.com.
It's safe to say we have it pretty good in the Drayton, North Dakota area. Growing sugar beets, making sugar, bringing a little sweetness to the world. Every day, American Crystal Sugar produces sweet products people love in a place we love to call home. It's a thing we like to call the sweet life, and we're proud to share it with you. American Crystal Sugar's Drayton facility wants you to enjoy the events in the communities of our area. Here's to living the sweet life. American Crystal Sugar, Drayton.
Back here at Scott Berry Field, pitching change after Bricker Johnson hit his pitching limit. It's now Connor Doctor on the mound, and they'll just flip spots. Doctor on the mound, Johnson out in center field. We saw Doctor pitch a little bit in relief yesterday as well, so kind of got a couple bullpen sessions, but he'll just try and close this out and keep the lead at the deficit, I should say, at just 3. So he'll face, to start off, it'll be Jeremy Tice. It'll be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up for the Tommies. Tice 1 for 3 on the day. First pitch he sees is fouled off out of play. Doctor going to work quickly, and this one's fouled off again on the opposite side, straight back. Quickly ahead, 0-2, so good job of Doctor immediately throwing strikes. Again, winner of this one will take on Hillsborough Central Valley right after this. Next pitch is low and in the dirt, a little bit of a waste pitch there. Gets away from Marsvold. Loser's season is done. Here comes the pitch. Fouled straight back.
And Thompson's showing some pretty good resilience. You don't get to be 4-time defending state champions without that.
They're just trying to take the same exact path they did last year. This
Yes.
one fouled off on the right side. And so not anything they're not used to. They just want to play as many games as possible. They just enjoy playing ball. That's all it is. We'll have to beat Hillsborough Central Valley twice if they do hold on to this win, as this one's grounded to third. Fielded cleanly by Hansen. Throw over in time. So that's the first out of the top of the 7th.
Got jammed on that pitch, and Tice might have tripped himself up there.
Yeah, he's in some pain, too. I'm not sure if he got stepped on the foot of Hogfuss. Hogfuss is fine, but maybe he slipped on the base.
I didn't really see his run after he crossed first base, so it seemed like from where he landed, almost in the outfield grass that it either happened after he got past first or he took kind of a stumble step. But he's up and running.
Doing a little jog. He appears to be just fine. Another Tommy's player will need some ice after the day's done. Now I'll bring up Gavin Oster, the third baseman. He is 1 for 3 on the day. Singled in the third and got picked off by the quick move of Bricker Johnson. First pitch to him was a strike. Here comes the next pitch. That one inside, ball 1. 1-1, 1 out. Top of the 7th, 3-run lead. This one's into center field and caught by Bricker Johnson, who just went out there, read that one like a book, and was able to just sprint in for it, gets the second out.
I was surprised that hung up the way it did.
Say, off the bat, I thought that was going to be a single for sure, but like you said, just hung up in the air there for a while. Now bring up Joe Taylor. First pitch to him is a strike. He's reached twice, got hit by a pitch and scored in the second, reached on an error in the 6th. That one's fouled off.
You heard where it hit the press box where we are.
Yeah, up here in the Dakota Heritage Bank broadcast booth, just missing us. It's off on the right side. We're on the left side of the booth. Next pitch is missing there for a ball, 1-2.
Oh, whoops.
One, two, 2 outs, base is empty. And just missing, breaking ball almost broke into the strike zone.
That was a nice pitch.
Might have been a touch low. It makes it 2-2. Here it comes. And it's going to get through for a base hit. Right in between the third base and the shortstop into left field. Joe Taylor with his first hit of the game.
That's 10 hits today now for Thompson.
It's always a good day at the ballpark when you hit double-digit hits. Bring up Jacob Olson, who singled and scored in the 6th. Scored one of those 2 runs. 2 outs. Imagine that doctor just focused in here on the batter. Throw home is low, ball 1. Taylor does have some speed, so also wouldn't be surprised if he gets in movement. Haven't seen many stolen bases here in this one, though. Extended lead by Taylor, but doesn't go. In there for a strike, now 1-1. Doctor with a quick glance over there at Taylor, now throws home. And catches the top part of the zone, 1-2. Doctor sets and throws. Grounded to short. McGillis fields it. Throw over in time. So they avoid any danger there. It's still a 5-2 lead for the Tommies. And it's do or die time here for Mayport CG as we head to the bottom of the 7th. They trail by 3. Fortunate for them as they have the top of the order coming up. It'll be Bricker Johnson, Connor Doctor, and Sawyer McGillis. We'll see if they can get this evened up or even take the lead in the bottom of the 7th when we come back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Imagine your life in Hillsborough, a place where neighbors know your name and opportunities are real. Here, you'll find affordable home lots and grants to help you build your future. In Hillsborough, safety, affordability, and community aren't just promises, they're our way of life. With a 24-hour fitness center, a strong school system, a trusted hospital, and a thriving business district, Hillsborough has everything you need to live well. Here, your family is our family, and your future shines bright. Discover Hillsborough, where small-town living means big opportunities. People often ask me, why are Hillsborough Central Valley athletes so successful? Have you seen our fitness center? The weightlifting doesn't stop with our athletics. At Hillsborough Public School, we strive to do difficult things all the time. We help struggling readers read. Our MTSS process makes sure all students are improving. Hillsborough students are challenged to do difficult tasks each day. Please come and check out our school And if you need a place to exercise, check out our fitness center.
Patriots need to get it done here. It's at the bottom of the 7th, down 3 in this elimination game. Could be their last at-bats of the season. Loyland's still on the mound, but just 7 pitches away from his pitch count. His first one goes out. Ball 1.
And with no bullpen activity, it would be somebody who's already in the game.
Comes the pitch, and that's outside again. Ball 2. Tice came in relief last time these two pitched and got the save. Next pitch is in there for a strike.
He was the starting pitcher today in the earlier game and pitched a complete game, so I don't know how much he has left.
This will be interesting to see who they end up going with, if it is Tice or someone else, but it's a 3-1 count here. Next pitch in there for a strike.
Grady Hurst has pitched. Eli Gimmel has pitched.
There's a full count delivery.
Not necessarily in the tournament, I'm saying, but just
in general.
Yeah.
Now he gets a runner on. Rickard Johnson has some speed as well, so we'll see if he gets in movement. And just one pitch away now is Loyland from his pitch count, so this will be the last batter he faces. It's Connor Doctor he's on the mound now, and see if he can help his cause, maybe get a win here if they were able to plate 4. First pitch is in there for a strike. Lefty versus lefty matchup. Doctors reached base twice, walked and scored in the first, got a single in the second, and then ground out to second in the 4th. 1-1 count. As Loyland has now hit his pitch count. Inside, throw down, in safely. Ofdom just trying to keep him honest there. Johnson got an extended lead after the pitch. Pitch was a ball, so it's 2-1, 0 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Look over, and now throw home. In there for a strike, 2-2. 2-2 delivery. Off speed, it's fouled, or it might be, no, it is in foul territory. And an incredible catch there from Oster goes a long way. Had to make a last-second adjustment to make the play. Gets the first out of the inning. I'll bring up Sawyer McGillis. 2 for 3, had an RBI double in the first and got an infield single in the 4th. And like I said, that will end the day for Loyland. It looks like might be Grady Hurst. He's coming in, at least from his right field position, to the infield. I don't know if he'll be the pitcher or if he's
different glove.
Just getting a different glove to play in the infield, because he has played does play shortstop as well. But we'll take a break here. So pitching change brought to you by Chris Moe and Nodak Insurance Company, your agent with answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County. Take a quick little minute break, and we'll get you the answer of who's pitching for the Tommies when we come back.
At Thompson Public Schools, their mission is to develop lifelong learners and responsible citizens. You can visit their website, tps-k12.org, for school announcements and calendars, lunch menus, weather announcements, athletic schedules, and more. Follow them on social media and share in Tommy Pride with student updates and events with Thompson Public Schools. Thompson Public Schools thanks all students, staff, parents, alumni, and community members for their continued support. Good luck to the Tommies. Learn more at tps-k12.org.
In agriculture, the one thing you can count on is uncertainty. What if the GPS short circuits in your tractor? Do you have equipment breakdown coverage? Nodak Insurance has been insuring farmers and ranchers for over 70 years, and we've come across about every scenario you can imagine. Hi, I'm Chris Moen, your agent with answers at Nodak Insurance Company. I know insurance, I know North Dakota, and I might even know you. Call me today for details on how we can protect your farming operation at 757-1613.
So the new pitcher on the mound is the catcher, Dex Ovdom. Grady Hurst came in from right field and will now play short. And Eli Gemmel, who was playing short, is now the catcher, and Loyland went out to right field. So up to bat now will be McGillis. Mentioned he's also 2 for 3, or he already mentioned that he was 2 for 3. RBI double in the first, single in the fourth. Run around first, 1 out. First pitch by Ovdom is in the dirt, ball 1.
And this is now a save situation because the tying run is on the on-deck circle with a runner at first and then the batter and a 3-run deficit.
We'll see if Ovdom can get that save. Gemmel fakes the throw to second as it's now 2-0 to McGillis.
Excuse me, 3-run lead. What am I thinking?
Ovdom peeks over and now throws home. Fouled straight back, 2-1. Run around first again is Bricker Johnson, who does have speed, gets an extended lead. Grounded to third. Osterfields throw to second. Is in time, but that's all they'll get. It was a close play there, too, because as I mentioned, Bricker Johnson took about another extra half-step lead than what he had. Got a good extra little jump, too. But now down to their final breath are the Patriots. It's now Easton Hansen who's up. 0 for 3 on the day, but does have an RBI. Got it back in the first. First pitch to him was in for a strike. Can the Patriots get something to come across? Ovdom's pitch. Swung on and miss, 0-2. It's now down to their final strike. Tommy's looking to advance. The Burrows wait for him. The pitch. Just barely misses Hansen. He was bracing for it, but it was a breaking ball and just missed him. 1-2 count. 2 outs. The pitch. Swung on, and that's going to get down for a base hit. They're not done yet. Runner's going to get to third. So runners are on the corners. With 2 outs, it'll bring up Alex Arsvold.
Good reaction by Loyland in right field. Getting to that ball as quickly as he did to prevent the batter from getting a double.
And looks like we're going to get a pinch runner here for Hansen. Be number 15, Brogan Erickson.
Get a little more speed on the bases.
At this point, it doesn't really matter about those substitutions. You got to get the runs in. Down 3. Hansen would be just the second one. First pitch is in there for a strike. Arsvold has reached base once, got hit by a pitch in the first. Otherwise, he's 0 for 2.
It's the guy at the plate that's the big out.
He would be the tying run. Half swing. They appeal, and they say no. So it's a ball, 1-1. 1-1, 2 outs, run around the corners. Next pitch. Outside, 2-1.
And Ovdom himself doesn't have a whole lot of pitches left either.
Ovdom's pitch into center field, going back for it, and underneath it, and the Tommies will advance. Another 5-2 victory, the same score as the last time these two teams have matched up. They'll take on the Burrows. They'll see if they can seek their revenge in game number 3 in the championship round. They'll be here on your live event on a different stream. But the Tommies advance again. The final score 5-2 on the Tim Kazit Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard. We'll be back to wrap this up on yourliveevent.com.
Outlaws late models are coming to Norman County Raceway on June 30th, 2026. Infield seating, your chance to meet your favorite National Touring Series drivers, and much, much more. Tickets are available now at ncraceway.com. Order yours today.
And we'll see you June 30th, 2026.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is accepting applications for a broadcast sales representative. Applicant should be self-motivated, organized, have ability to communicate clearly, and the desire to help our customer partners grow their business with customer service for their advertising and marketing needs. All experience levels are encouraged to apply. To apply, email your resume to apply@rjbroadcasting.com. R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is an equal opportunity employer.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions today and beyond with the Drain Tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Take your softball or baseball skills to the next level with personalized instruction from the professional staff at the Ball Yard. Their mission is to provide area players, young and old, the opportunity to improve their skills in a professional level facility and to provide a high level of instruction to youth players to help them achieve their goals at the Ball Yard. Come and visit the one place in the Fargo-Moorhead area where it's always summer. For more information, go online to fmballyard.com. That's fmballyard.com.
Life moves fast, but your mind doesn't always have to. Practicing mindfulness, even for a minute, can help you stay calm and focused. Try noticing your breathing, paying attention to your surroundings, or taking a moment to reset before a test or a practice. Set goals that matter to you, celebrate small wins, and don't forget to take a break from screens. Your brain needs downtime just as much as your body does. Mental health isn't one big choice. It's a bunch of small ones you can make every day, and you're capable of all of them. Go Tommies!
Stop on out to Watts Ace Hardware in Castleton and gear up with name brands from Steel, Milwaukee, Ego, and Craftsman Power Tools. Get ahead of your spring planting needs with flowers, shrubs, and trees. Watts Ace Hardware Greenhouse is open now. Watts Ace Hardware, a place you need to check out. Stop in at 1610 Governor's Drive in Castleton for Watts Ace Hardware and check out their greenhouse, which is open right now.
Welcome you into Scott Berry Field here once more, the Norman County Raceway postgame show. Check the World of Outlaws late models on Tuesday, June 30th in Ada. Tickets now available at normancountyraceway.com. Again, that final score 5-2, the same score as it was yesterday between those two teams. Tommies take the victory and will now play Hillsborough Central Valley shortly, in just momentarily. Let's get through some awards here. We'll start first with the Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. LifeTakes Energy, Enbridge Energy for Life, Enbridge.com for career opportunities. We're gonna give it to Mac Michelson. He went 2 for 4 on the day, had the 2 RBI triple, which tied it up at 2 apiece, and then he also scored the go-ahead run. He had a single in the 5th and got to 3rd and scored on a pass ball. So he's gonna be your Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Our precision play of the game brought to you by Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Agassiz Precision Ag in Hillsborough. Call 701-436-2119 or visit planterdoc, that's DOC.com. We're going to give that to the pickoff move by Bricker Johnson. Did a good job. He has a quick move there as a righty. It's not always easy to get those pickoff moves over in time. He was able to get Gavin Oster after he had singled. There was runners on the corners, 1st and 3rd. He was able to kind of avoid getting up the lead, at least at that moment, by getting Oster out for the 3rd and final out of the 3rd inning. So as your precision play of the game, brought to you by Agassiz Precision Ag. For your connection of the game, we're going to give it to we're going to give it to Loyland and Ovdam behind the plate. The pitching connection, it wasn't the cleanest throughout, but Loyland kind of found his groove later on there. He gave up those 2 runs to start the inning, but they were able to kind of play catch back and forth, and Loyland did a good job of relying on his defense, went 6 1/3 innings, gave up those 2 runs. Both of them were earned, and gave up just 5 hits rather, in, like I said, 6.1 innings worked, 5 walks, and just 2 strikeouts. But again, like I said, doing a good job of getting his defense to go to work. That is your Halstead Telephone Company connection of the game, proudly providing internet, phone, cable TV service to the rural areas and to the local communities through the area of the Red River Valley. And we're going to take a quick little minute break while I finish tallying up the stats, and we'll get you those stats when we come back on yourliveevent.com.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the 3-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com. At Abra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks, they make sure your vehicle gets the best standard of care to get it back on the road as quickly as possible. Lonnie and his team are some of the most highly trained in the industry. With state-of-the-art technology and superior products, your vehicle will leave in great condition. With their drive-in claims area, the process is smooth and easy. Let Abra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks provide you and your vehicle with premium care and attention. Open 8 to 5:30 Monday through Friday. Abra Auto Body and Glass of Grand Forks.
If you can dream it up, we can make it a reality. Hello, this is Jonathan Olson with Greenworks Landscaping and Fencing. We can offer you a complete package when it comes to an external look to your property. Paver patios, outdoor kitchens, retaining walls, or fencing. We offer you all that and more. Our fences are built to last, so you have low maintenance beauty that not only improves the look, but also the value of your home. To show us your ideas or let us help you design your perfect outdoor sanctuary, check us out on the web at gworkslf.com.
And back here for the Norman County Raceway post-game show, we'll get you those stats here. We're just going to go right on down the lineups here. We'll start first with the Mayport CG Patriots as their season comes to an end. Bricker Johnson was on the mound and he led off. He went 1 for 2, scored a run. He also walked twice. And on the mound, he went 6 innings pitched, gave up 9 hits, 5 runs, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Then Connor Doctor, he was the one who came in relief for him as well, too. Batted second, and he went 1 for 3, scored once, went 1 inning pitch, 1 hit allowed, and gave up 1 walk and no strikeouts. Then Sawyer McGillis went 2 for 4 and had an RBI back in the first, had that RBI double to open things up. Easton Hansen went 1 for 4, also had an RBI. Alex Arsvold went 0 for 3. Caden Hogfoss 0 for 1, walked twice. Samuel Weaver went 1 for 3. Case Judish went 0 for 3. And Eden Arsvold went 0 for 2. It was 2 runs scored on 5 hits, 3 errors, and 7 left on base for the Patriots. As for the Thompson Tommies, again, we'll go right down the batting order. Mac Michelson, your Enbridge Energy player of the game, went 2 for 4, scored a run, and had 2 RBIs, both of those coming on a triple back in the second inning. Then Eli Gemmel went 0 for 3 with an RBI on the walk. Dex Ovdam went 2 for 3, also had an RBI on a sac fly. Caden Loyland went 0 for 3, walked once. He was on the mound and went 6 1/3 innings pitched, gave up 4 hits, 2 runs, 6 walks, and 2 strikeouts. Jeremy Tice went 1 for 3. Gavin Oster also 1 for 3. Joe Taylor went 1 for 2 and scored a run. Jacob Olson went 1 for 4 and scored a run. And Grady Hurst went 2 for 2 and scored twice. He was walked once as well. And also coming in relief was Avdum. He pitched the last 2/3, gave up a hit. No runs came across, no walks, no strikeouts, and he picks up the save for the Tommies as they will move on and face the Burros. It was 5 runs scored on 10 hits, just 1 error and 9 left on base for the Thompson Tommies. They're look to seek their revenge on the Hillsborough Central Valley Burros. They're going to have to win twice to move on, but we'll only have one of those games here today if they do indeed beat the Burros in this first matchup. For Joe Lancello, I'm Jacob Tenzin saying thank you for watching. Hop over to the other stream here once we end this one. We'll get that going for you, and we'll get that championship game ready. So long for now.